Hi everyone, we are talking to students from NIBM today and they got the highest placement on campus, and trust me, no one can be better than these two people to guide us how to prepare, or in fact what questions are going to be asked in the interview for MBA Finance. So we'll start the introduction first. Where are you from?
So hello sir, my name is Akshat Jaiswal. I am from Varanasi and I am here through CAT and CMAT.
I am Sanchit Garg from Bhiwani, Haryana. I am here through JET.
आज का मेन एजेंडा है कि फाइनेंस का अगर आप इंटरव्यू फेस करने वाले हो, सो अनलेस यू डोंट नो ऑल दिस टॉपिक्स, तो फाइनेंस का नाम मत लेना, बिकॉज आई हैव बर्न्ड माई सेल्फ ड्यूरिंग वन ऑफ द इंटरव्यूज जहाँ पे मैंने बोल दिया था कि आई वॉन्ट टू डू, आई एम इंटरेस्टेड इन फाइनेंस एंड बीइंग अ इंजीनियर. उसने बाद जो उसने मेरी बजाई एंड द प्रॉब्लम वॉज मैं कुछ आई हैव नॉट स्टडीड एनीथिंग और सीधा वहाँ जाके बोल दिया कि आई वॉन्ट टू गो फॉर फाइनेंस बिकॉज आई लाइक मैथ्स. उसके बाद बोला पलट और फिर गया मैं. तो आपके साथ कोई ऐसा इंसिडेंट हुआ कि व्हाइल एनी ऑफ योर इंटरव्यूज दैट यू फेस माइट हैव फेस्ड दिस काइंड ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स?
So during my interview, I have a cap call interview. So in my interview, I introduced myself as I am a finance enthusiast. So they took deeper in finance core. So what is finance? What is the budgetary issues? So in the interview time, there was budget introduced as well. So they took deeper into finance. What is budget? And what are the highlights of the budget? What are the infrastructure investment? What are the education investment? They took very deeper. But because I was prepared, I was somewhere I know that these kind of questions will be asked in the interview. I was prepared. So these things helped me a lot to crack CAP call as well as NIBM call.
NIBM.
Similar kind of questions are asked into NIBM also.
In all
interviews.
Right. So number one point you have to understand is budget. So budget, अभी the most of the interview will be happening in Feb.
Yes.
So तब तक budget of 2024 will do.
Yes.
And those who are going to get the interview in March, April, May after budget, then you have to go for the budget 2025. तो वो आपको number one point आप लेके चलना पड़ेगा.
मुझ पे एक बार इंटरव्यू में पर्सनल फाइनेंस के बारे में पूछ लिया था. उस टाइम पे पर्सनल फाइनेंस 1.5 year ago I don't have any personal finance kind of thing. My whole finance revolving around my father as he sponsor everything.
Correct. हाँ, बचपन वही होता है हमारे केस में.
तो अभी मैं
पर्सनल मतलब क्या? कार्ड्स एंड एवरीथिंग.
कार्ड्स एंड एवरीथिंग, बट आई हैव कार्ड्स. आई डोंट कार्ड गिवन बाय माय फादर.
अच्छा, उसके बारे में कि कार्ड कौन सा क्रेडिट कार्ड है, क्या डेबिट
कार्ड है, क्या है, कितनी लिमिट है, बिल कौन पे करता है, और मतलब इफ दैट गेट डिलेड देन हाउ मच फाइन विल बी इम्प्लीमेंटेड ऑन यू एंड हाउ मच यू हैव टू पे ऑन दैट एंड व्हाट इम्पैक्ट ऑन योर सिविल स्कोर. ओके,
सिविल तो भी जाना पड़ेगा. हाँ. पॉइंट नंबर 2, personal finance. Personal finance means basically all the financial requirement for a man, for a individual human being. Let it be a loan as well, let it be a credit cards, bank accounts, all these things will come into picture. So और क्या क्या point होते हैं? CRR सब करना पड़ेगा मेरे को?
CRR, SLR, which are some of the mandatory terms which you have to know when you are appearing for any finance interview. SLR, CRR, and other indicators such as what are the key ratios which a bank have to maintain if they are granting loan to someone, how a bank functions, with
functionality of the banks, all the ratios,
the depositors' money, the asset liability mismatch which bank may having if they don't follow these ratio very seriously. This kind of questions generally get asked in the interview. And one of the key question which I got personally in my interview was how to calculate civil score, how to calculate NAV. So civil has basically 5 components. So you have to know all of that to crack any finance interview. We
are not trying to say कि तुम नहीं कर पाओगे, सब कर सकते हैं. It's a 1 week का task है. It not take more than 1 week. हर एक पे 1 घंटा भी लगाया जाए, it's more than enough. Make your notes because this is going to be used once you join the MBA college as well. अंदर जाके भी तुम्हें यही सब सीखना ही है. तो
actually after the just enter in the MBA college, you have to go through from your summer internship interviews and all. At that time these all things are going to very helpful.
करेक्ट. एक तो YMBA क्वेश्चन कभी साथ नहीं छोड़ने वाला, एवरग्रीन क्वेश्चन है.
अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट like how many investment product are there and how much of your savings you are going to invest in which product, this is also correct. You have to understand as if you know
all the jargons we need to understand as well. Like gold नहीं कहने का, gold के जगह we have to use the word bullions and then share market नहीं बोलना, equity market बोलना है. So all these terms you need to know, all these terms you have to be well versed with everything because ये सारी चीज़ें आपके काम आने वाली है. And so what we done is we have a GTB program. उसमें there are 10 videos which are focused on this thing. मार्केटिंग के 10 वीडियो, फाइनेंस के 10 वीडियो, HR का 6 वीडियो, मार्केटिंग के ना देखो चलेगा, बट इफ यू आर गोइंग फॉर अ कोर फाइनेंस रोल, यू हैव टू गो थ्रू ऑल दिस टर्म्स.
One of the key instances I want to share is when I watched your video, which was on 10 topics which we can use in any GD, which helped me a lot. Seriously, which helped me a lot. That IPL valuation, IPL valuation, and the women participation in
women empowerment का topic ऐसा कहीं भी घुसा सकते हो तुम.
So those are the key points which you can use statistically to put your foot forward in your GD and make your impression very well.
Correct. Like IPL हो गया. IPL का topic can be used everywhere. So there are 4-5
number of internet users and number of smartphone users.
वो सारी चीजें डेटा आपके पास होना चाहिए. So these 10 data if you can have, और वो कहीं भी चिपकाओ बिंदास, और स्टैट्स के साथ प्रॉपर स्टैट्स. According to the National Survey of India, this is the percentage of people. बस public impressed.
In one of my MBA interview, in GD they asked me, GD topic was pink pajama in red fort. I didn't understand at that time
abstract
what is
topic.
pink pajama in red fort. So you have to know about this jargon word, all these things.
One of the interviews at I don't remember which college, they just made a circle. There's only one circle, and now start talking in the GD about circle. So if you can relate to the financial terms, or if you can relate any kind of terms, MBA related terms into this, then your view will be standing apart.
Yes.
Like you can talk about profitability zero, you can talk about anything. So add karo, try to add everything into the thing. Yes. So this is the list of all the topics we have made so far. So RBI and banks, CRR ratio we covered, financial products, budget, repo, reverse repo, mutual fund, bonds and equity. तीनों में फर्क क्या है, ये जानना सबसे बड़ी important बात है.
And one more topic I want to add on, real GDP, nominal GDP, you also
GDP,
know
yes. GDP.
Real and nominal, you know to how to create different for both of them.
Correct. All these terms. So and trust me, will not take you more than 1 week का time to go through them. और ये करना है भाई, बिना उसके तुम MBA के इंटरव्यू में जाके अगर फाइनेंस वर्ड यूज कर लिया तो तुम गए. आपके सामने एग्जांपल है, तीनों एग्जांपल आपके सामने खड़े हैं. So finally they have got through NIBM, one of the top college, and finally they got a job as well. So how was are the same question coming in the final placement as well?
Actually, I got left in FTCI Primary Dealer Limited, that is a Securities Trading Corporation of India, that is established in 1996 as a subsidiary of FTCI Finance Limited. At that time, FTCI Finance Limited is only the company. After 10 years, in 2007, FTCI Primary Dealer Limited separated from FTCI Finance Limited as a subsidiary, and this company primary dealer concept established after the Harshad Mehta scam. RBI want to.
So basically what primary dealer does is, every bank has a treasury branch, treasury desk. So what they have to do is, they have to invest their monies in government bonds or government securities to gain some profits out of the market. So they can't do it directly. So when RBI issues a bond, they have to be bought by primary dealer. There are currently 6 primary dealers in India. STCI is one of the first primary dealers and second in terms of net worth. So they have to go through it through a primary dealer. So primary dealer what does is, they buy securities from RBI directly and they sell it to bank, so that they have to perform their functions. So they have to maintain their statutory liquidity reserves and such things. So bank generally can't do trade off with RBI. So there have to be a middleman. So primary dealers act in such a way.
This is the advantage of going to a top college here. If you go to very average college, same kind of company, ICICI Bank आता है, but they offer the job like sales, profile this, and here we talk about the core jobs which can be offered. So when it comes to those interviews, your final placement interview, same question going to come, or they are more specific toward the roles?
They are different. The companies which visits in the campus, their questions are limited to their roles they want to offer. So like we have been asked treasury questions a lot. In our interview, we have been roasted about treasury questions. We have been bombarded with treasury questions and what are the financial market products and what are the security analysis and portfolio management related sub questions. So we have been asked about that.
How you value the securities, how you calculate the risk of the securities, everything they want to ask, they asked at that time.
So once you get into the details of an answer, it is more interesting, I can say.
Correct.
It is as interesting as anything else.
Correct. Actually, people quit finance because of the accounting part. Because
yes,
the MBA first year में they normally only teach about accounting.
Yes.
And the accounting में कोई debit credit आता नहीं आया समझ.
In here at NIBM, we are not more specific about accounting part. We are more specific about mathematical part. Like actually, we are learning here how to calculate risk, how to measure the capital
first sem.
requirement from second term.
सेकंड सेम इंटरेस्टिंग
Yeah.
होना शुरू होता है फाइनेंस.
First term में actually basic they have create brief about the subject so that you can't
They
mess
have,
up
to
in
put, they have to
every
put all the
subject.
students on the same table. Basically, someone is engineer, someone is agriculture, someone is from commerce. So they have to put all in same table.
Right.
So their first term in there are basic subjects, but from second term onwards, we are specialized in finance, specifically in banking.
ग्रेट. तो भाई लोग ये सारी टर्म्स याद कर लो अगर आपको फाइनेंस लेना है. एंड वेन एवर स्टूडेंट जॉइनिंग एमबी कॉलेज ना, इट्स इधर यू आर इधर फाइनेंस और नॉन फाइनेंस. इट्स नॉट लाइक मार्केटिंग करना कि ये करना है कि वो करना है. तो सेम फॉर मी एज वेल. द मोमेंट आई डिसाइडेड फाइनेंस नहीं करना, अब देना ही और क्या ऑप्शन बचता है हमारे लिए. सो थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर टॉकिंग टू अस एंड ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर योर लाइफ, फॉर योर जॉब.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.